And we're just in a crisis right now with animals. A lot of people can't afford them. They dump them, they neglect them, and they just deserve better. So my heart and passion is with the ones that have been abused, dumped, and very needy. They deserve to be rehabbed and not euthanized.
Caroline Johnson, founder and director of Smart Rescue, explaining her mission.
Dedication by Palm Coast Animal Control and Smart Rescue. Now a stray bully mix named Rebel has found his forever home after a harrowing journey from the streets to safety.
So we took him to an emergency room up in St. Augustine, and then all of his regular follow-up care was with East Coast Animal Hospital. Altogether, I think we spent maybe $4,200 between surgery, follow-up care.
Thanks to the support of local residents who contribute to Smart's mission, dogs like Rebel receive the critical care they need and a second chance at life.
So humbling. I mean, it's so humbling and heart-touching. To see that so many people have the same passion and love for animals. Our community in Flagler and Palm Coast is amazing. Anytime we pick up a lot of dogs hit by cars, mostly what we rescue is abused and at-risk dogs, injured dogs. So the vet care is very costly, and we can always count on the community to step in and help out, especially in emergency cases.
Palm Coast Animal Control plays a vital role in ensuring the safety and well-being of pets and wildlife in the community. From reuniting lost pets with their owners to enforcing animal safety laws, their mission is to promote responsible pet ownership and protect animals from neglect and abandonment.
A lot of shelters and rescues are strapped for money, so these high-cost cases are very difficult to take in, but they're my preference. These dogs are very grateful, and they know when you're there to help them, and Rebel's nature has been very loving and nurturing despite being in pain.
For Flagler's Local Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
Good morning, Flagler County. I'm Rich Carroll. You're listening to Flagler's Morning News on Friday, February 21st.
Implementing 21st century technology continues, this time at the Sheriff Ferry Hall Inmate Detention Facility.
The Flagler County Sheriff's Office implements new advanced technology for inmate identification. Flagler County Sheriff Rick Staley.
If you are arrested and booked into the Green Roof Inn, not only are your fingerprints taken, but now, with our new iris technology, we take a photo of your eyes. Over 260 unique points in the human eye are identified that are unique to each individual. This is the modern-day fingerprint and is now being used by the FBI also. This allows us to ensure almost immediately that persons arrested are not using a fictitious name. A twin, for example, is not using their sister's or brother's name, and the list goes on. It's another tool in our toolbox to make sure that criminals who get arrested do not try to scam their way from being held accountable. And the best part is this technology was done in a public-private partnership at no cost to the taxpayers.
This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you.
I know we talked a lot today about capacity and expansion-related stuff, but we have old stuff, too. That Plant 1 is over 50 years old.
Last week's Free for All Friday featured a conversation with Palm Coast officials on how they plan to address the city's utility woes.
City Stormwater and Engineering Director Carl Cody says the scope of a project to increase capacity at Wastewater Treatment Facility 1 has changed in the last few years.
A couple years ago, we knew we were moving forward, so we started the process in terms of doing a study and analysis and what can we fit on the existing plant site. So the project increased in size slightly from before. So I think cost went up like 25%.
25%?
Roughly, because we got further into design. Because this isn't a brand new plant. We're modifying the existing plant.
Cody says they're going to do more than just increase capacity.
We have to meet some regulatory requirements. So over time, we get more and more regulatory requirements we have to comply with, how we discharge our wastewater, how we treat the water. So that plant is outdated, and we need to bring it up to current requirements or impeding requirements. So we have in that cost to convert that plant over and rehab it.
Cody says Water Plant 1 needs work too.
We've done an analysis. That was another thing. We did, a whole sustainability assessment on the facility and said, how much life does this facility have? So they identified that, yes, this facility is in decent condition, but, needs rehab. It's old. It needs to be rehabbed. The water process either needs to be upgraded and converted, or a lot of the components need to be rebuilt.
The City Council will discuss the plan further on March 4th. I'm Daryl Moody reporting.
Plenty of family fun in Flagler County this weekend. This is Stacy with Fun for Augie Kids.
This weekend is the annual Princess Place Powwow, which gives attendees an up-close look at the culture and traditions of the Native American community. Join the fun at the 4th Annual Mermaids, Pirates, and Seafood Oh My event. Enjoy mermaids, pirates, music, food trucks, vendors, and one-of-a-kind finds. For more on these events and others, please visit us on our website at fun4augiekids.com. Have a great weekend.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.
And now, Mike Licio with your WNZF local sports update.
With temperatures dropping into the 40s tonight, you might think one would have to be crazy to go to a baseball game. Fortunately for you, WNZF employs such crazy people, like myself and Rich Carroll. Tonight, WNZF will kick off the spring broadcast season at the Ship against Palatka. Last night, the Pirates made a furious comeback, scoring 8 runs in the 5th, but fell short to Mainland 16-14. On a team with 11 first-time varsity players, Coach Jim Perry is stressing fundamentals.
If we're forcing another team to put it in play, all right, now the game of baseball comes into effect where we have to defend. So then we have to catch the ball. So if we can figure out how to not give up free bases and take advantage of out opportunities when they arise, I think we'll be just fine.
First pitch is scheduled for 7 p.m. Watch live on the Flagler Radio YouTube channel and the WNZF Facebook page. Next door, Pirate softball is off to a red-hot start. Tuesday, Mackenzie Manhart singled home Jordan Cruz in the 8th, and Leah Stevens struck out 19 against powerhouse Spruce Creek to outlast the Hawks 3-2. Stevens feels the growth of her program and softball in the county as a whole has been building for a long time.
So I feel like there was a shift happening before we came to high school, and I feel like it's just coming to fruition now.
Last night, Stevens had 3 hits in an 18-1 win over New Smyrna Beach. Palatka bested FPC 13-3. The Bulldogs are at Atlantic Coast tonight. In other scores, FPC Baseball defeated Ridgeview 8-5. They travel to Spruce Creek tonight. FPC Boys Lacrosse beat Mandarin 6-2. Matanzas Boys Lacrosse is at Forest following a 10-5 loss to the alma mater, St. Augustine. In wrestling, girls regionals continue this weekend. Find out who will be heading to state Monday. WNZF is your home for local sports, with updates Mondays and Fridays. From the Sports Desk, I'm Mike Licio.